This is a production of Darn TV.
Had a panic there for a second. Everything's working, though. I've done so many things to try to... Welcome to the Dirt Weekly.
No.
We're live. Welcome to the Dirt Weekly. I tried to download new computer programs and all kinds of stuff. Don't know if it's working or not, but we're just going to roll with it
Just
tonight.
trying a different restart.
We're as surprised as you are. Oh, boy.
Sometimes you have to reline them up and go again.
We're starting on the outside tonight.
Just like when you're chasing distributor problems. Okay.
Yeah.
Electrical.
Got the music back and everything.
Whoom,
So
whoom, whoom. Yeah.
the Dirt Weekly. Now I don't have the... Because I was in something, and now I don't have the chat room. So we're not going to be able to look at messages tonight. How does
Oh.
that make us feel?
Well, the letters are too small for me to read anyway, so
So it is what it is, I guess, at this point in time. Right?
fashionably late, but we have the right day.
I think you're the only one that saw the messages. I never really saw
Yeah,
it.
I didn't
Well, they
either.
were up there. They were
Yeah.
on the right side of that screen there. But
Letters are too little.
Just
I
call
believed
in
ya.
instead.
just call in.
Put the number up there like the Jerry Lewis telethon.
Yeah, that could get interesting.
1-800-DARN-TV. Call on in.
Well,
If you're close, drive over. We'll grill you.
yeah, welcome to the Dirt Weekly post Estevan edition.
The first annual Prairie
First
Modified.
annual, yep.
Prairie Mod Nationals.
What
I thought it delivered.
What a fun weekend. Cannot ask for anything more. You don't see anything on that screen there that says chat, do you? Am I missing it? No. Well, I guess
Well.
it is what it is. I guess we're not chatting tonight, guys.
I'm still working on it. Yeah. So, like you say, Estevan put on a 2-dayer.
All
Good mod
Canadian,
deal.
eh?
Yeah, what a fun
Yeah.
weekend. What a fun format, as we discussed before the show kind of started here. What a fun format, you know. Bringing back something maybe a little bit, not a 100-lapper, bringing half of that back.
Yeah.
More of a...
Longer laps brought in the management aspect of racing.
Yeah, I thought it was
Longer
absolutely
management.
fantastic. It has thrown so many ideas at us. Let's see if I can get her up here. There we go. Now we're going. Now we have the
Oh.
chat.
We're chatting.
Pitman for 27X is chatting up.
No.
Oh, okay. We got her. Sometimes you just have to work on it. But it has brought up so many ideas in Brandon's brain of what to do that we can get into later. But Estevan Motorsports Rundown, specializing in high-performance parts and chassis repair. Call Ryan at 701-720-3889. He's got cars over there. He's working on them. Tucker Sebo made an appearance up in Estevan on Friday night. Pretty cool to see him up there in a slingshot. Yeah, a lot of things going on.
Good deal. Ryan's fixing stuff, you say?
Yes.
Things are going in and out. End of July is upon us, so
Probably not fixing anything from up in Estevan. I think everyone came out of there without incident.
Yeah, I
think for the
believe
most
so.
Part everything did stay
For the
pointed
yeah.
the right way.
Aside from the Kyler Stratch in left rear.
Boy, that was interesting. We're going to get to that.
And
We're going to get to
And
that.
we're all talking about the right rear. Normally it's the right rear, but no, not that time.
Yeah.
You're never too
Sliderland.
far away from a Cash Saxon slide job.
And you know what? Estevan is the king of slide jobs. That track lends it. I think that Tom Berry Jr. slide job we were just talking about, that might have been at Estevan.
Mandan.
Yeah.
It wasn't in Estevan. It was in Mandan.
Yeah. But
But they are flying up
Estevan
there.
is probably one of the few tracks that can entertain sliders in 3 and 4 with a wall.
Correct.
So most of the time 1 and 2 would be the less dangerous place to do it. But when we have seen some great last corner passes in Estevan.
As
so.
a race car driver, race fan, you would take a top dominant, if the track has to be one lane, You want that top lane to be the dominant lane because it just induces slide jobs.
So
If
Right.
the bottom lane if you're banging the tires at the bottom, all you're doing is beating everybody up. You're gonna bust up your nose, their tail, whatever.
So if you're a modified and in your car you got your tire inflation numbers, one slide job, what percentage of life is that taken off of that right rear? Is it?
Well, it's something. It's warming it up at the very least, and as you share the tire pressures, they start increasing too. So then the face of your tire starts getting rounder. So like your pickup, you start wearing it out in the middle.
Yep.
Would it
With
be
inflation.
improper for an IMCA modified to come out like with one of those right rear enduro tractor tires, for the 45 lapper?
I don't think it would
It
make
wouldn't
it
pass
very far,
tech, but but I like your thinking. Everybody's on the same tire presentation, so yeah, Brandon, like you say, the format induced some drivers different thinking. I mean, the modified guys, they had the qualifier the first night. That was kind of a typical weekly show night, but 45 laps is different than 25. We seen it last year at some of the 40-lap stuff we had here at Nodak, and it was great to revisit that again before the August shows. So,
it's hopefully they can keep it going. I know there was maybe some disappointment in the car counts, 23 cars, I believe, both nights, but one car left and one car came in new. There was one different car from night 1 to night 2. So looking for maybe 30, 35, 40, but right now, let's be real, in the state of racing in North Dakota with the IMCA modified class, a lot of tracks are averaging in the low teens.
Well, I'm
Mid
with
to
you.
low teens.
The reality is here again, a little bit of a tour hangover, maybe a little bit there, and I mean it's you're against the fair at the same time too. So a lot of things going on.
Unfortunate, or it's not unfortunate. What I tell people is once race day gets here, I ain't worried about the ones that aren't here. I do not care about the ones that are not here. On race day, we appreciate the ones that are.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Well, with that said, instead of looking where was the quantity, the quality was there. I mean, the 23 that were there were ready to race. They were looking for it. They were managing it. It was electric in the pits. I like that. I was just there for the second day, obviously, because that was a stock car day. But nonetheless, I thought the enthusiasm was high. It just felt exciting. So.
We'll talk about it more when we get into the big race, but, a lot of times people will dumb racing down, go fast, turn left, just simple like that. And just listen to some of the small stuff that Cody and Travis say in Victory Lane. It's just so deep. It's so deep that I don't even know. Gabriel had a great running, but he's just getting into it. My goodness. Just one thing I'll touch on. Travis talk about packing the track while he's racing and preparing the track for when he's ready to make the move. It's like, that's nuts. That's nuts.
Yeah. But very, very few stones are being left unturned anymore. I mean, as people just continue to look for the competitive edge, like you say, you're always planning 10 laps ahead. When we announce and stuff like that, when the yellows come out, they're looking and they're, how much grip is up there? You see a car go up there and kind of dig in and gas it a little bit. They're wondering, they're trying to get some feedback on, is it time to lean on that yet? And down on the bottom.
But Travis has built a reputation where the other guys are going to be watching what he's doing because, he's
checking it
solid.
out.
He's solid. Well, he isn't going up there. Until he's going up there. And then it's too late.
Yeah.
Well, and then some of that, constantly, if you feel that you're competitive, well, Cody's been having a great year up there, so you don't want to reveal yourself either. You don't even want to so much as look at it. So now you're taking a guess at it.
But you notice
so
maybe you don't watch as much late model stuff as I do, or I watch a lot of Lucas Oil, World of Outlaw late model. Love late models. I'm a super late model fan. But when they're out in the lead, when Turbo is in the lead, when Bobby Pierce, Brandon Shepard, I just watched a 100-lapper the other night. Yeah, they get to the lead by running the cushion, or they get to the lead by running the bottom. Once they get in the lead, they never stop moving around. They will run
zigzagging,
three or four laps at the bottom But then they'll run 2 laps, and you're like, what is he doing? He's going to the top. He doesn't want to miss something.
Yeah.
They don't want to miss.
Zigzagging for the search.
Yeah, if Turbo is in, following Shepard in second or Bobby Pierce, Turbo goes to the top and finds it before Pierce. It's, you're going to lose out on it. You got to continuously move around, up and down.
Track position is always king.
Yep.
As the NASCAR guy showed at Indianapolis here, so
Trevor was talking quite a bit about the track possibly rubbering up. If the tires are starting to wear out, the track's absorbing it. Isn't it easier then for the driver to see the preferred line? Because then wouldn't you want to go where the rubber is?
I can tell you as a driver, and the track didn't get anywhere near that dry.
No.
But a lot of times you can't tell where the rubber is at. You'll feel it. For me, I'll feel it before I actually see it. To reflect a Mandan-type rubbered-up track, the whole thing will look dry. But all of a sudden, it starts bogging down when you come off the corner. Like, oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, it's a little bit past half. It's the lane up from half, and then you just keep diving. You just keep aiming for that. But typically, the frustration for drivers is when it does rubber, is one lane is so much faster. It's got the adhesion of a wet racetrack, and of course it just peels the rubber right off the rim too. So it's tire management really goes out the window then.
So you didn't see a rubbered up track then at that end?
I did not.
Even after 45 laps?
No. The track kept itself multi-laned. I thought Byron did a great job of picking up on some pictures of that. I mean, many different sets of drivers, three wide. And to me, that's the magic of it too. I mean, it didn't rubber. Again, an advantage for them is they start at 8 o'clock our time. That all matters. Get that sun down.
I'm not stealing what you said. Repeat your 5th place battle right before we came on.
Four cars were in 5th place with 2 laps to go. Yeah, that was close. God, it was just everybody knew it was time, and whatever you had left, it was time to use it up. And there was, like I say, about 4 guys in 5th place.
What's their advantage? What is Estevan's advantage? They start when?
8 o'clock
8
our
o'clock
time.
our time. And what is this stupid government trying to put
Here
in
we
place?
go. Here we go.
We're trying to start it. Don't even.
Yeah.
We're back to that again.
You brought it up.
It was a little bit cooler up there then too. Because Mandan had to cancel out on Friday night because of heat. What were you dealing with temps up there?
There is something too going north. 95 degrees up north is not 95 degrees here. I don't know what it is.
It's humidity, I think.
Yeah.
It's way more humid south.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not. It was hot when we left Minot on Friday and Saturday. It was warm.
Yeah. But you get to the border.
You get up there,
it's
you
not
get
quite
out,
that bad.
and you're almost. This could be a sweatshirt night.
right. On the way home, you got the windows down. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
You dip down in those valleys, and it was fresh. But I think it's a humidity deal, and I'm with you. Well, even during the tour, I think I-94 is just hot. The
Hot.
Dickinson, Mandan, Jamestown. Holy cow. I mean, where at the north end is, even though the temperature is 2 or 3 off, but the humidity I don't think is as high typically. It can be, but it hasn't been warm out lately for sure. No, like I say, the entries might have been a little bit low, but man, I thought the racing was just superb, and just some different twists to the old game. There was the competition yellow there. We go in that direction? Yeah.
Well,
so
let's roll.
Finishes.
Was there any races anywhere else? I don't believe Thunder Mountain didn't race. Botno didn't race. Williston didn't race. Dickinson didn't race. Underwood didn't have any races. Believe it was Estevan. Mandan canceled. So we got Jamestown. We can roll through some Jamestown results.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll go to the Prairie Mod. We'll go to Estevan Friday and then Saturday. We'll talk about each night pretty in depth. We can spend a lot of time on it if we want.
I think they had to have taken into consideration the frustrations that you guys were talking about at McLean County. The night was so hot, the water hitting the track, and just struggle. Mm-hmm. I'm sure Dakota Speedway might have taken that into consideration.
They also had some weather threat in the area too. I mean, they like you say, at this time of the year, these isolated thunderstorms or the threat of them can be, pretty big in a small area, not sweeping the whole state per se.
And I'm sure Sean was like, hey, I'm a Hall of Famer. Make a decision because I got a place to go if you're going to.
Well, yeah, in their defense, they did make that call early enough that, like, Sean was able to go up for both days. I thought that was a warm, good, awesome welcome for Estevan's show. So,
Yeah, Jamestown Speedway race Saturday night. I'm sure it was warm there just like it was for everybody else. They're bombers, hobby stocks. Once again, they do not run IMCA hobby stocks. Travis Ettinger, he picks up the win. Billy Caro, Gavin Ettinger, Brent Wilkinson, and Riker Vetter, your top 5. Not really any names. You know, we picked out some last time. We had some Horners.
Horner stuff, yeah.
They're not even in present. Weren't even there.
It was hot for them, too.
Midwest Mods, Aaron Beyer picked up the win. Jared Klein, Jade Ranick out of Sioux Falls made the trip all the way up there. Cole Nessett.
Grimes has got to be in there.
Aaron Michael. No, there wasn't even a Grimes in the house in the Midwest Mods. That's
because he had surfaced. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Junior Slingshots. Haley Keller picked up the win. Jeremy Keller's daughter. Jackson Carroll, Libby Keller, Jarrett Genskow, and Michael Robideau. Which Robideau making the trip all the way down from Williston.
Ah, wow. Yeah, that was a road trip in the heat.
NX Legends.
Hold on. Is it? I don't know if it's got to be.
Got to be what?
Well, I don't know if we've experienced a legend feature without him winning.
Well,
if he's in the house.
I'm going to tell you that he was not in the house.
Well, then he can't win.
And something really weird happened, and I don't know what it is, but there was only 4 legends in the A feature. Andrew Bargman won from Bismarck, Ryland Vetter, Joshua Wiest, and Raceland Rudland, the 4 cars that raced the feature.
What? Huh, I'm unaware.
That's what I'm showing here. I don't... I clicked on A feature. It says A feature 1, and there was not another A feature, and there was only 4 entries, it says.
Wow.
Wissota Streets, Jody Michelson, Tony Smith, Dustin Erickson, Casey Usatis, and Mike Munn, the top 5. Only 11 of them on hand as well. The Heat might be playing games there. And you want to say, well, Jamestown running on the same night as Estevan maybe cost some modifieds. There was only 14 mods in Jamestown. Car counts just seem to be down.
Like I say, it's kind of that.
It's post-midsummer break, post-4th of July fair break in there. You start to see it's not a dive bomb, but it's a steady decline for whatever reason. Credit card bills are coming due. School is starting.
What I think.
School is starting.
The fair, different things. End of summer, maybe family vacations type of deal.
The June racing schedule is crazy.
Yeah.
Andrew Capp won the IMCA Modifieds, and I apologize. I've never even heard of Andrew Capp, and he's out of Jamestown, so I need to do a better job of figuring out who these people are.
Good on him, and I don't know the name either.
Yep. John Nord, Jeremy Keller, Scott Gardner, and Jacoby Trout, the top 5. And not really any. Bruce King made the trip down. He finished 14th. John Corral finished 13th. Yeah. Some of them didn't even join us for the mod tour, I don't think. So that's the Jamestown Speedway. Just want to touch on it really quick.
Could it be also that maybe some of those guys down there obviously are elite too? But, we talk about the group up there. Maybe they stay away from it. I know some people stay away from the mod tour because of the big boys coming into race. Maybe some of the Jamestown guys.
I think it has more to do with the distance, how far you got to travel from Jamestown up there.
I mean, it's 180 to Minot, and you got another 120 to get there, so you're 400 miles from Jamestown one way.
And most of these guys are probably racing for points in Jamestown. They don't want to give up a points championship, or a chance at one. It's just, and then also you have the family, you have the wife, you have the kids. A lot of the Mandan drivers, Dickens or whatever, whoever would go to Mandan on a Friday, you'd think, well, shoot, we should see 10 of them up there. Mama Bear, the wife, the kids are saying, hey, you don't have to race this weekend. We're going to the lake.
Yeah, we're going to Raging Rivers.
We're going to do something else.
It's family day. It's hot out.
So it's hard to argue that.
Is a Wissota tire, I'm still thinking about these tires, harder or softer than the IMCA tire?
Softer.
So
They
it
got a
wears
softer
out faster.
sidewall. Well, it definitely
Weird
takes a
because
different setup.
it's weird because Wissota Street tires are same as Wissota Mod tires. And I don't know if it's because of lack of horsepower, but it just seemed like they did not wear out as fast, and you could get more life out of them than an IMCA tire. But they were technically softer.
I'm just thinking, IMCA playing around with that brake floater, but them tires, if they made them harder or last a little bit longer, everyone's racing on the same tire, but it's such a financial burden, them tires.
That's what I said. That
It
one
really
night,
is.
that one night that I raced Jason Berg's car, they run Wissota Hoosiers on their hobby stocks down there, and I sat there and I said, you know what would make this class fun? Put them on a 7-inch DOT tire that doesn't hook up as well as them big, fat
racing
Wissota
tires.
Because them Wissota tires hook up so goddamn good, you're almost flat foot all the way around. When you put a skinny 7-inch DOT tire that you buy at Walmart on there, it's not the same.
Yeah. When you're firewall racing, you're money racing.
Yeah.
You gotta stay away from full firewall racing. Otherwise, money matters more than usual. It always matters, but sucks when it's more than usual.
Aberdeen had a big doubleheader, it sounds like, for Legends. Grimes was in Devil's Lake for the B-Mod special. So that's what it was. Yeah, Devil's Lake had the, what do they call it? The Golden Hammer. Midwest Mod.
Right.
Oh.
We just need more summer. That's the problem.
More weekends in the summer. Shoot.
Yeah, more weekends. That's what we need. Yeah, so that's Jamestown Speedway. Unfortunate car count. I know Fargo raced. I mean, we can talk about.
Exit forward.
Oh yeah, I got to change that. I was going to do Red River Valley. We'll just talk about the hobby stocks because there was a handful of hobby stocks, or a few of them, that went down there Friday night. Let's see. Oh, wrong button here. I apologize for looking at my phone, I guess.
Well, if Fargo was running, then Grand Forks must have had a show then as well.
Most likely, yeah. But I was just looking. We had some hobby stock drivers that made the trip over there. Kyler Satrin picked up a second-place finish over there at the Red River or Fix It Forward Speedway in Fargo. Austin Johns picked up the win from Louisville, Minnesota.
Oh.
That's a name I recognize from the IMCA hobby world. Ethan Beckedall came home 5th.
Wow. Out of Botno.
Jared Cannell was 11th. Brooklyn Tomlinson 12th. So we had a few of our local drivers that made the trip over there.
Brooklyn got her car up and going again.
Yeah.
Good deal.
And then I believe Stan Tomlinson, and maybe, we'll check here. I'm looking for Isaac Sondrel. Did he make a trip over? He did not. Bruce King finished 10th in the
Isaac
modifieds.
was somewhere. I thought he was a DNS, though. Looked like he had pole bar mount trouble, but.
Yep. And then in the sport mod, I want to say Stan Tomlinson DNF'd with a 16th. I figured if Brooklyn was there, Stan was there.
Yeah.
So just our local drivers that went over there. That's all we were kind of bringing
Catching up on them.
Catching up on them.
Second place for Kyler. That bodes well for his trip up to Canada. That's a big drive, going all the way to Fargo and then.
All in the same night, day, morning.
Yeah.
The good old days.
Not on my. Oh, Diesel went to Fargo as well. Did I miss him in the results there? I must have. What in the heck was I looking at?
Checking in, Wendy. Hello.
Yeah. Keeping me honest. That a girl. Where did Diesel end up? Why didn't I see it? 10th. Diesel ended up with 10th. So it went +7, so he started 17th and ended up 10th.
Oh, did it the hard way.
Kyler Satrin +6. So, I mean, we had some movers. We
Yeah,
got
green
some
arrows.
fast cars over here. Austin Johns went +11 to the win. But he's fast down in Super Nationals. He races Boone and stuff. So he's a quick feller.
He made the drive worthwhile. Heck yeah.
So that leaves us. He hit the wall. He was last and hit the wall, it says.
Oh.
I remember them talking about that. Wendy, you guys talk to me up at the top of the pit grandstands, and you guys tell me stuff, but I'll be real with you. I'm not a very good listener a lot of the times.
Retention.
Jenny will tell you that I just don't
retain
anything.
It's not intentional. It's just honest.
So Prairie Modified Nationals up at the Estevan Motor Speedway, a 2-day show.
Now we're going north.
Night 1 was Friday night. Had the night all to themselves. No Mandan racing.
Yeah.
Kind of the focus of North Dakota. I mean, you could be in Fargo, and to think about it, Diesel, Kyler racing in Fargo on Friday night. As you said, that's a 6.5 hours.
One way.
One way.
Right.
Props
the good
to
old
them.
days.
Price of fuel a concern?
We'll work on that in the fall. So
Slingshots and Sport Mods joined the Estevan Motor Speedway on Friday night along with the Modifieds. So we'll go with Slingshots first. Eli Turnbull picking up the win.
hopping in the car, been a while, and put her together.
Hallie Turnbull, they had an epic battle for first.
Did they?
Just side by side for several laps. Hallie led a few. Eli led a few. Eli takes the lead. Hallie tries back. Jax.
Well, we've seen them have some pretty good battles. So
Jax Iverson came home third. Hudson Mann and Lucy Turnbull the top 5, with Jay Schertl, Tucker Sebo, Weston Uranker, Ellie Ruby, Eliza Whitson, and Sophie Schertl, Jake Schertl, Carter Fichter, and Maverick Ruby making his debut.
Heck yeah, 14 cars.
Right, and when I was watching that, I was recalling what you said at our last show about, is there a concern about car count? But Slingshots represented well.
Represented
They
great
did.
up there.
Yeah. Looking good, guys and gals.
Hudson Mann had that race in hand. Eli and Hallie were battling for second. I shouldn't say led a few because got to go back in my memory bank there. They were battling for second. Hudson Mann actually hit, we didn't know it, we didn't see it, none of the officials seen it, hit a muffler in turn 1, which kind of shot him up the racetrack. He lost his momentum, and both Turnbulls were able to squeeze by. And Jax Iverson.
Yeah, I've seen Hudson cut some pretty good laps up there. So
We'll buy the modifieds here. We're going to go to Sport Mods. How many do we have? 16 of them on hand. Dustin Mayer with his second career feature win, first this year. Started on the pin, held everybody off. Keenan Glosser put just about every move he could on him and just couldn't quite get it. I guess a big run for me is Gunnar Reynard running third, the young man.
wow.
Rookie year in a Sport Mod.
Yeah.
Levi Runge, Landon Runge, the top 5.
Got some names behind him, so good on Gunner.
Slade and Pfeiffer, Ryder Reynard, Stan Mayer, Tyler Wagner. Wagner back in a Sport Mod.
In a Sport Mod, yeah.
Cole Barnstable, the top 10.
Yeah, with the success that Keenan has had all season long.
Yeah.
You just thought that he would be able to put it on him. But Dustin, he drove a flawless race.
Good on Dustin. Shared a little bit earlier. He'd had some carburetor questions, trying to troubleshoot some stuff. Apparently things are going the right way. But at the same time, as you touched on those late model guys, when they're leading, they got to move around to just make sure they know what's cooking. I wasn't able to see the race, but I'm sure Dustin was plenty nervous, wondering what's coming up in the mirrors that he doesn't have. So
that's right, and we talked about that as well. About the worst place you want to be is out front, and he was the whole way.
The whole way,
he was able to defend it.
Yeah. You're just you're the little bunny waiting for the dogs to get you. So
And you're right, Brandon. Keenan was low, and then he did that high move, and it just.
Keenan threw everything he could at him.
Swinging the sword, and it didn't. Good on Dustin, so good on Keenan for trying hard, and heck yeah.
Good run for the Runge family
brothers,
right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
The beauty of this weekend, I think, and we're going to touch on it several times, 3 classes. I'm going to go back to it. 3 classes. I know everybody wants their own class. Everybody's good in their specific class they want to be in. And everybody wants their specific class to race every night that the track races. How nice was it to spend the time this weekend on the show and have 3 classes and have a quality show both nights? I thought it was fantastic. Modifieds will go into the heat races because heat races, how you finish the heat race is how you lined up for the dash.
Okay, straight up start.
Straight up
Okay.
start. So Dexter Saxon won heat race number 1, followed by Stephen Pfeiffer, Marcus Tomlinson, Tyson Turnbull. Marcus went +3. I mean, you're improving. You're driving yourself out of a bad draw. And John Flory Jr. was 5th, with Dalton Flory 6th, Ty Saxon, and Cody Smith. Now, out of that, we did pick Fantasy. Was it
Yeah.
last week?
Yeah.
Who ended up with Steven?
Craig.
Craig ended up with Steven, and I had Dalton Flory. So after heat race 1, I wasn't looking too good.
Well, it's just a heat race.
Heat race number 2, Sean Strand went +2, started in the second row. He picked up the win. Justin Fichter, Travis Hagen 3rd, Derek Lissefeld, Kyler Jeffrey, the top 5, Brandon Biella, Cole Fichter, Aaron Turnbull spun out on lap number 1. We didn't get a yellow.
He
and
kept it going.
He kept it going, so we didn't have a yellow because, really, honestly, you spin out, even though it was kind of the car that came down, but that car didn't know that Aaron maybe was there, and Aaron got on the brakes and spun it out. He was able to keep going. He actually threw a slide job on Cole Fichter on the last lap to try to pass him. He was able to catch back up. But and in this one, Travis Hagen, you had Travis.
I had Travis and Aaron both. So
and Aaron, so you had both of yours in this heat race.
The border,
we each picked 2.
Yep.
being a little bit of a factor. Wonderful representation from the Williston group. Sean coming all the way from Bismarck. Yeah,
Yep.
Kyler,
Awesome.
Brandon.
Yeah, both Biellas were present. And then heat
Kyler
race
and
3,
Travis.
Gabriel DeShaw picked up the heat race. Now, I did learn after the show was over on Saturday night, that this is a different car.
Oh.
They had switched cars. The original one, I think they said, was a 2021, and this one's a 2025.
Oh.
Just a little bit different. Both lethal chassis. So,
The same as Tom Berry Jr.
yes. Yep.
And he's got the slick sticks.
Yep. From Tom Berry Jr.
For the shocks.
That matters.
Cody Shope finished second. Les McClanahan. Chris Tuchscher. And I think if I remember right, I'd have to go back and look at the live timing, but Chris Tuchscher 4th, Brady Biella 5th, Josh Rogotsky made the trip over from Sanborn, Minnesota, and Dylan Smith. Now, the Josh Rogotsky connection to Estevan is he is married to Rick Dancy's daughter.
Yep.
I don't think it's.
So it's cool to see him in the house.
I don't want it to get lost on this. Cody Schlope, right? King up in Estevan.
Great season.
Gabriel wins that heat with Cody. That's a big confidence booster.
That is a big deal, and I didn't realize it was in a different car too. So, a lot of anxiety going in to that heat race with a different ride, and it instantly provided satisfaction. So
Gabriel battled through
yeah.
the mod tour, learned a lot, got frustrated a lot, and it pays dividends.
Yep. Staying in the trenches and working hard. It'll pay you dividends, but might take a little while. You'll always learn something if you're at the racetrack working on it.
So to give the people at home some inside ball information, the original plan going into this weekend was to run 3 heat races and qualify either A, the top 5 out of each heat race, or B, the top 3 out of each heat race, or 4, and then run a B main to fill in 15 cars. The plan was going in, 15 cars will start the pole dash on night number 1. With 23 cars present, the track got together with some drivers. Everybody talked it out. Everybody was on the same page. We announced it at the pit meeting. We were going to start all 23 in the pole dash just because, and this was before the night even started, so we didn't change it halfway through because somebody had a bad heat race, blah, blah, blah. It was decided before the night was started.
Important.
But only the top 15 were going to get paid, which really doesn't change anything other than you're going to run 15 laps rather than a 12-lap B main.
Right.
But everybody got the same amount of laps, or the potential same amount of laps doing it this way, but only the top 15 got paid. But how it was brought to everybody is if you have a bad heat race, rather than having to go to a B main, running a 12-lap B main, and then lining up behind everybody and running if you made the aim or made the pole dash, then you'd line up behind everybody and still run a pole dash. So you'd be running an extra 12 laps of fuel and tires and whatever. So we just said, let's put them all in the A main. If you do bad in your heat race, you have 15 laps to drive out of your bad heat race.
Yeah. An opportunity to improve.
Because the top 6 were locked in at the end of the night. So, and how you finished is how you lined up for the heat races on night 2. So
less the top 6. Yeah.
Less the top 6.
So 7th on back lined up straight up for their heats. Day 2. Mm-hmm.
So the pole dash, A feature pole dash is what we're calling it. It was still $1,000 to win, and I believe $100 to start for 15th.
Gracious purse. I mean, sometimes
Really?
those things pay almost nothing because everything's on the second day. So, again, I thought the structure of this was just refreshing and exciting again. So,
and you think, well, 15 laps, that ain't going to give a guy time to go make some moving and shaking and get a whole bunch of positions. Oh, but it did.
Tell us more.
Travis Hagen wins the pole dash and picks up the $1,000 victory. Started 8th. And he was able to maneuver his way through the field and pass Cody Shope to pick up the pole dash win. Cody Shope finished 2nd. Stephen Pfeiffer, who led part of the pole dash, he was a leader at one point in time. He finished 3rd. Gabriel Deshaw, Sean Strand, who led a good majority of it as well to begin the pole dash, he ended up 5th. And your final 6th and final transfer car, Chris Tuchscher, he went +6, started 12th, and went up to 6th.
Yeah, that's a lot of moving in a quick 15-lapper. Yeah.
So then Les McClenahan, he would line up. He got 7th, Dalton Flory 8th, 9th is Kyler Jeffrey, Brady Biella. So Aaron Turnbull 11th. He had a bad heat race that we talked about. He was able to go +12 and improve his position for the heat races. So basically the heat races on night number 2, when we get to there, 7th was Les McClenahan. He's pole of heat race 1. Dalton Flory was 8th, so he's pole of heat race 2. You see how we kind of do the lineup now?
Odds, evens.
If you finished in an odd one, you're in the first heat race. You finish in even position, you're in the second heat race.
So going into this race, they're going with a complete different mindset than the second night. So no worried about anything.
Yeah, 15 laps, you give her hell. You're not worried about tires. You're not worried about
strategy.
Anything.
As fast as you can go without spinning out.
Yep.
That's the strategy.
The strategy is win the $1,000 or finish as high up in the race as you can.
Seeing the track that night, does it help you at all for the next night?
I think I felt like because of the classes that we had on night number 1, slingshots don't do anything to a racetrack. And only having sport mods as a big tire car, as a wide tire car, I don't feel like the racetrack got the same pounding on night number 1 as it did on night 2. So I feel like there was...
Yeah, because the hobby and the stock car were there on the second night, and like you say, the slingshots are pretty much a canceling deal, so you only had one class to beat on the track type of deal.
So I don't know if they learned anything from night 1 to night 2. I mean, you're always on the racetrack and you're always learning. But the track was much different in my eyes from night 1 to night 2. I felt like there was a little bit more moisture in it on night 1. It held on a lot longer, you know.
And for all the reasons you're describing. Less traffic and things like that.
And it's a fresh track, per se. You know,
they've had all week to get Friday ready. Yep. They got overnight to get Saturday ready.
So then we got night 2. Uh-oh. Oh. No, we're good.
It was just kidding.
Said no internet connection, but yet we're streaming just fine. Explain that one. Hobby stocks on night 2 joined the modifieds, and the stock cars joined the modifieds. And these classes are normal point shows.
Yes.
So they line up by point invert, you know, the point average invert.
The supporting classes was a regular
Just a regular show.
Points night in Estevan with regular lap count.
Yep.
Regular pay, regular laps.
So Hobby Stocks, fresh off his second place at the Fix-It Forward Speedway, Kyler Satrin picked up the win. And this was an epic duel between Cash Saxon, the leader out front, Kyler Satrin and Pat Smith and Tyson Grinstead all sticking their nose, trying to battle Cash Saxon. Kyler, I would call this he just kind of, on one of the restarts, he was on the outside, and he finally just said, screw it, I can't win by following, so I'm just going to go up around the high side. And he went all the way to the very, very top and rode the top around, and finally it took him a lap or two to build the momentum, but he was able to clear Cash Saxon. And then for those that haven't seen it, you can go back to Darn TV and watch the replay.
I have not seen it, but I seen Kyler in victory circle with no rubber on the left rear rim.
The tire was completely gone.
It was unfortunate that it happened that way, but that's racing, man. And I love Cash going for it. And I think Estevan Motor Speedway made the great call, because I think initially maybe there was some thought about going another way. And
No. I mean, from right off the get-go, the white flag was shown, and, I mean, over half the field took the white flag. So at that point, you're calling it a completed lap. And I went over me being the race director, went over the radio right away and said he took the white flag, yellow checkers, and everybody said, yep, that's how we're going to go with it.
Good.
It wasn't even hardly a discussion.
Well, and he was the victim, so
yeah.
It all makes sense. So.
It wasn't even a discussion. Now, on a bigger event, like a Tougher Than Dirt Tour, we're going to green-white checker that thing, and unfortunately, Kyler Satrin would have to start tail after fixing his tire. It's just what it is, because we're going to end under green.
Well, you make that clear at the Tougher Than Dirt. I mean, just like lane choice, too. So
we're going to end under green.
It's imperative that you understand
but weekly
how
shows
the tracks,
are different.
Yeah. I've said that. Different places do it differently. Doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means it's different. So this is a great example.
In this instance, this is what most of the racetracks do. Once that leader takes the white flag, if most of the field crosses, it's the end of the race.
Yeah. Good, bad, or otherwise. Yeah. You count on that sometimes. Sometimes you're the windshield. Sometimes you're the bug.
Kyler was able to clear Cash coming out of turn 2. Had a really good turn 3 and 4. Cash did not have a run down the front straightaway. And I don't know how many car lengths he was behind, 5, 6 car lengths, and he drove it down into the bottom, and I think he realized really quickly that he was not going to clear. So he spun it all the way around sideways or backwards, and he literally backed up the track into the left rear.
You could see it coming. You're like, is this really going to happen?
What did he hit him with, the right rear corner?
Like the butt of the car.
Like
the whole back end?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. So
I think the whole back end of the car.
Boy.
Well, I'm sure Kyler was like, whoa. Or maybe he didn't even see it.
I gave him the slide of the century or the decade already once here, but man.
He definitely has a reputation. This one didn't stick.
He didn't have enough kite string for that one, huh? Oh, boy.
But to have the initiative to go for it.
Boy, that's determination. 5 behind. As I say, you can't throw a slider if you're not faster, but you at least got to be close to him to do it. Oh, man.
When I seen it in real time, and I go, this ain't going to be good. Because I seen him dive to the bottom going into 1. And I'm like, I hope he's not.
He is.
Oh,
no. And then when I say that about.
Got it with the license plate at the back end of the car. Oh, boy.
Kyler's had a trying season. Not his traditional season, and now he's just getting it right.
Got the momentum.
And I didn't want to see it end the wrong way where, he's just on the pin and pulling away.
Yeah, yep.
And Cash just throwing the kitchen sink at it. That was Kyler's to have. So that was the right call.
As I said, he was the victim for sure. So.
And if he has a gallery of his victory lanes, that's the one that you blow up to a wall size. Well, where's the left rear?
Where's the rubber at? Well, we don't have it. The rim looked pretty straight.
Well, we've been talking about tire management. That's not how you do it.
He left it on the track, literally, huh?
Yeah.
No, good for Kyler to put that together. Like you say, drove a handful of them drove back from Fargo, and it certainly paid for him. So
that rear end's price.
jogged over.
Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah,
They're
Tyson.
working on
so
it in the heat.
Kyler Satcher, Tyson Grinstead, or Pat Smith, Tyson Grinstead, Brody Singleton, Dustin Schertle, the top 5. Nick Martin, Beth Ann Gowdy, Curtis, Faith Kettner, Riley Mann, and Cash Saxon finished 10th. I heard Diesel Raynard, I think, went across the line in 3rd, 2nd or 3rd. And I heard a rev box problem caused a DQ.
Yeah, I'd seen that. That's very unfortunate.
What does that mean?
Well, all the classes are protected with a rev limiter, sometimes referred to as a chip or whatever, and it's to keep you from not over revving your motor and doing yourself in per se. But yeah, I understood that it wasn't maybe plugged in all the way, something like that. Very terrible misfortune. I feel bad for him for sure.
Well, he hit the wall at Fargo the night before. That probably jogged things up a little bit.
I've in my own car, I use a chip. I don't have the dials that I think that the hobby stock guys all have. But nonetheless, I've had that chip fall out. I found it on the floor of my car. So hence I put a big zip tie around it now. That was a number of years ago. But I mean, things like that just happen in racing. And I mean, the plugins are pretty good about clicking. But if you're welding, a lot of times a lot of people want to unhook all their electronics for good reason, because welding on them just is electricity going into things you don't want it to. So I don't know any of this personally on Diesel's deal. I just know that racers in general will unplug everything, and if you've ever messed around with electronics, getting it to click again is sometimes you thought you did, but maybe you didn't, and I'm just going that direction. It's nothing intentional. They're in tech too much to do something like that intentionally. I feel bad for him. It certainly is.
From what his dad said, it was maybe hitting at 5,600. I'm not 100% sure if it did come partially unplugged, so it was making it short out. I don't know. He said something about 5,600 RPMs is where it was hitting, which is a definite disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah, because 62 is the number for a crate motor in a hobby.
600 RPMs.
Yeah, and you're geared for that, so you're not powering through there. So, yeah, we know their mom and dad. We know the program there. If racing isn't tough enough, every once in a while you get a couple of those little demons that sneak in too. So.
I showed up to Super Nationals one year. Hopefully Diesel and the family can take it off on the shoulder, whatever. I showed up to Super Nationals, had a hell of a heat race. They go to tech my rev box after the heat race, and they said, nope, you're DQ'd. It wasn't whatever. There was a grounding problem with it, and it wasn't consistently hitting 6,200. It would hit 6,100, 7,200. It was just all over the place, and I had to.
And you don't know it.
And I didn't know it.
Chasing electrical problems anyway is a problem.
So it was a ground. I took the box off. I was madder than hell. I took the box off. I took it over to MSD because at Super Nationals, MSD has a booth there. And I said, this damn thing isn't working. How much for a new one? And they said, well, what ain't working about it? And I said, it's hitting here, hitting there. And they go, no. Go put your box back on and fix your ground. They said it's a grounding problem. So I don't know, like you said, maybe they unhooked the ground or maybe they unhooked something.
Maybe some welding going on.
Yeah,
I don't know for sure there. Yeah.
But that was also a different box. That was the square box with the chip that went in the top.
Oh, okay.
This is now the soft touch. It's a little digital.
Yeah, that little red. Yeah, I think most hobbies have that.
You have to.
Oh, it is.
It's required.
Okay.
Yep. Too many people had the nail polish out.
Oh.
Turning a 62 or a 72 and a 62.
Why not? Okay. Yeah, well, again, the teching side gets frustrated with that, and sometimes there's guys riding the rules close. Other times there's no reason to, but the punishment is often the same. So they're dedicated. They'll get her going. So
IMCA stock cars, Connor Hansen picks up his first win.
Yeah, good on Connor, huh? Yeah. Paying attention. It was a low-line track type of deal, and
he's good
you
at
had
that.
hit your marks. Yeah, he is. He's solid at that. He was solid in a hobby stock on that same line, and it was good to see. Good to see him find victory circle. Second year in a stock car, and leading points and stuff like that. I mean, he's always in the
Yep.
in the race type of deal. But Victory Circle had eluded him for a while, and I'm sure the celebration's still going on. So good
Again,
job, Connor.
participated in the mod tour, the stock tour, ran around with them,
Yeah.
learned stuff.
Learning stuff. Good point. Yeah, just staying on it. Yeah. It don't happen not working on it. It happens working on it. So
Chris Tuchscher came home second. Chase Davidson, Caden Jortland, Dalton Flory, plus 7 up to 5th. Kyle Shope, Jeremy Swanson, Brock Beater, Chris Hortness, and Jake Nelson, your top 10. Chris Hortness back in his own car, or in a car that he bought from the Iverson camp that needed some framework done on it.
yeah, it had kind of a calico body on it. So so
Yep.
yeah. Chris is an asset to racing in Estevan or anywhere for that matter. But
19
That's
stock
for
cars
sure.
in attendance, which is pretty huge.
yeah.
So, yeah, pretty good night altogether. You had green arrows.
Well, yeah. Need a better heat race.
What are you talking about? That looked as good as I'd seen. That was a
Well, yeah, but I didn't qualify though, so I got out of the invert.
but
and-
you brought the yellow numbers.
Yeah. Well, that's yeah. I'm kind of chasing him around in Estevan and Williston type of thinking, because he got the right gears in it at the moment. So,
And it must have felt really, really good.
well, it started well and stuff like that, but I'm still not getting the RPM. In our class, we have a chip of 7,400, and I am turning 6,900, 7,000 RPM, and it won't turn more. And I've changed all kinds of electrical stuff and things like that. I'm just mad. I'm just going to start sticking gear to it. It'll eventually turn 7,400. Might only go 20 miles an hour like the backhoe, but but at any rate, working on it. My troubleshooting of the day was to run without mufflers. I run mufflers on my car because the noises just wore me out. Nonetheless, taking off mufflers did not change my RPM. It did change my right heel. It's blistered. It's hot. I forgot the floorboard gets hot when I don't have my mufflers on. So, but they'll be back on for the
That's
weekend.
interesting. I didn't know mufflers were an option.
Yeah.
Do most run?
I would say
I think
most
very
don't.
few do. Just with age and whatever here, the noise is just it's just wearing.
Even plugs?
Well, I don't earplug. I just feel like I'm not in contact with the car. I do have helmet speakers, so I can hear Brandon yelling at us. So, but nonetheless, for me, I can actually feel the car better with just less noise.
That's wild. That
Plus
amount
you-
of RPM.
Yeah.
7,000.
7,400 is our chip. So,
And they hold together
Yeah, well,
consistently.
we expect them to. I don't know how they do. I build them, but I don't know how they do. But they do. And just racing tidbit for me, I want to be able to hit my chips so that I get what I refer to as Jake brake going in, the natural deceleration of the car as it comes down into the corner. The way I like to drive, I like to take advantage of the natural braking of a car on corner entry, and I'm not getting that. I'm 400 short of my competition, and it's making it hard to adjust the car because it's not on the platform I need it on. And if I do nothing else the rest of the year, if I figure this out, I'll make your choices next year on your fantasy team a little bit more solid. So
I like that. Hey, I'm going to try and get to 7,400 RPM on the way home to Burlington tonight.
Where's the Rover dealer? Brock got the flatbed ready. It's going to Bismarck.
I will go get it.
Yeah.
7,400.
Yeah. That's a great analogy there. I mean, look at the dash on your daily driver, and a lot of them go to 6,000, maybe
Yeah.
7,000. We're 7,400 twice a lap. Going into the corner on each end is 7,400. The only thing with a higher rev limiter in IMCA is an open A-mod motor, which doesn't really even exist anymore. It's the crate in an IMCA modified in an A-mod is 6,800. And then the spec motor that they allow you to build yourself, that's also 6,800. The open motor, like say the days of the high compression 415s and stuff like that, that is a 7,800 RPM motor. No wonder we were blowing them up. That's a lot of RPM.
It is.
So, and 7,400 for a two-barrel car, I think is extreme. nobody listens to me, but I'd love to see it go to 6,800 and put a 4-barrel on the thing just to try to induce some driver error. We are firewall racing, and that's tough. I'd like to see some driver error get induced by
Is that
kind of
similar
tires.
to a restrictor plate then in NASCAR?
That's the sell, and
Yeah.
I think that all made sense in 1990, but you know, the internet and so much knowledge and stuff like that, and things get specifically made. It'd just be nice to jiggle it here a little.
Do you know what year didn't IMCA for the longest time? All they even offered was a 350 CFM carb option.
Yeah.
Everybody was on the 350 CFM carb.
350 CFM carburetor with no cubic inch
which was
limitations.
really restrictor plate racing.
Yeah, it'd have been even worse. These big heavy cars are, and of course there's always room for making the car better. I get all that, but everything just is expensive. So put a 4-barrel on them, make it like the old Dakota Mod.
7,400 RPMs. What kind of fuel mileage are you pulling? That just must be dumping.
Well, his computer said, after he hooked up to it at the end of the race, 1.1 miles per gallon. But
wow.
I'd like to be able to hook up a scanner to it so tell me what's wrong with it. So then Adam could look at the scanner and tell me what's wrong with it. So I live in a scanner-free world. So.
IMCA Modifieds Night 2, as we talked, the top 6 were locked in. So then Heat Race 1 set the inside row for 7, 9. The whole inside row was set by the finishing results of Heat Race number 1. So all the odd number starting positions, 7th on back. Aaron Turnbull was able to pick up the Heat Race 1 win. Went +2. Marcus Tomlinson +2. Both of them had trouble the night before, either in the heat race or the pole dash.
Racing their way out of a bad situation and going forward with green arrows.
Yep.
Good jobs.
Tyson Turnbull, Les McClenahan, John Flory Jr., Kyler Jeffrey, Dexter Saxon, and Richard, I don't even know how to pronounce that, Dosher from Winnipeg. He was a Saturday night only entry.
I see that Hank was there the first night, not the second night, so that'd have been the other driver that flipped out. I just wanted to address, again, you were talking about the 3-class format and stuff like that. It was nice to, if you will, build the excitement of the big A-Mod feature between the end of the stock car race and the beginning of that. We had about a 15-minute deal where
track prep and
getting things ready and just. But that moment, I just want to take a moment and notice this. Instead of the hustle bustle of multiple classes that you're saying, we were able to just relax, look around, and talk about it amongst ourselves a little bit before they got lined up and going. That was a nice moment. Been a while. I like
agree.
that deal. So we were able to talk our way through who our favorites were and what was going to happen. And
I am saying this as a guy that does not have to make the decision of getting rid of classes, but 3 classes is where it's at. We got to figure it out.
When I started, it was 2. When we went to 3, we thought the world had ended. We are 5+ every night, everywhere, all the time.
We're always my thing is we're always adding classes to accommodate somebody.
In addition, then you're not rushing.
Tough, yeah.
And you can make sure that the track is right for such a big event.
You allow the track prep guys to get a better presentation.
The plan going into the night was we were going to run all the heat races, take a short break at the normal intermission time was going to be not even 10 minutes because we had the hobby stocks getting lined up almost immediately. They went out to work the track. Hobby stocks were called to staging. They got up there. It wasn't even a 10 to 15-minute break that we had there. And then we were going to run the hobby feature, stock car feature, and then take a 15 or maybe even a little bit longer,
might have been a little longer, right in that area, to get the track ready for the big show. That was the plan. And having 3 classes allows you to do that because you can run such a tight-knit program that you can take the time to get it right to put on the good show.
So time never becomes a factor where you're starting to think.
Well, you always feel like you're behind, I think, that when you got so many cars and classes that you're just constantly working towards trying to get ahead of it. I'll reflect. Tina come with. We were able to stop at the concession stand, get something to eat. We went up in the grandstand. We ate and conversed and sat with other people and talked about it. And then the cars came out. It was just relaxing. It was nice. So.
Yeah, and you're not having to rush the program. The goal on Friday night was 2 hours. We knew what we had for classes. We knew what we had for car counts. The band was supposed to start at 9. We were done at 9:04.
Wow.
The band, soon we were in victory lane for the modifieds, and you could hear the band. They started up right away. So the band got going at 9 o'clock, which then got me on the road at 9:30, which is 10:30 our time.
You
and
didn't
home
participate?
by 12:30. No, I thought I had to go to work Saturday morning, so I did not. I ended up working most of the day Friday. Jenny went up there without me, and I showed up, I think, 45 minutes before the races is when I rolled in with my work pickup, and I was still in my dirty work clothes because I actually had to drive truck on Friday. So.
Well, what's cool about this event is part about building
Nice balance, Brandon.
a weekend is, well, the band and building that camaraderie and the social scene. And
Yep.
It's been a while since the track had a band and stuff like that. So again, good on Estevan. I mean, they covered the entertainment. Again, my class wasn't there both nights, so but I mean, usually they'll have something going on the second day during the day, maybe some golfing, maybe some
Yeah.
Again, they're very much a host city. They're glad you're there, and they're willing to entertain you a little bit too. And again, it's just a reflection on just the good people that they are. So,
Yeah.
So, again, as you say, you're doing the lineup now. So, again, I think it's important to point out kind of the twist on this big race that we haven't seen before. On the competition yellow, the leader at that point was going to draw a number between, I believe, 2 and 6.
Yeah, there was a 1 in there.
There was a 1. Okay,
Yep,
so
there
nothing
was
would change.
1 and
so
6.
1 through 6. And just to be clear, what that meant was whatever number was drawn was going to invert those positions. So, because it matters as we go forward to talk about this on how racers are managing this. So again, and it was going to be between 20 and 25 laps. I believe it was at the 21st lap, 22nd lap.
Yep. So, So we started the race. We're going once the board said 25. This is, I'm on the radio as being the race director.
Okay.
Once the board reached 25, I said anything that would create a caution, let's throw anything questionable, we're going to throw a yellow for it.
Because the drivers all knew it was coming in that 5-lap
window. And I said once we reach lap 20, once it says 20 on the board, everybody's going to cross the line and we'll go yellow. That was the plan on the radio, on the officials channel.
Okay.
On the radio. So that was kind of our game plan. If something gave us purpose to throw a yellow in that window, we were going to throw a yellow. Well, it just so happened that one of the Saxons went off of turn number 4.
Okay.
Spun off the top of turn 4. And I'm going to be real with you, on a weekly show, we're still racing. Because
you were looking for
we were looking for an excuse to throw a yellow. We were because we were going to throw one anyways in that window.
Yep.
So,
lucky for him, he was
I'm
able
not
to
saying
stay.
we would have necessarily kept racing, but he was back behind the turn 4 wall.
Yeah, out of sight, out of mind.
But
Safety.
we threw the yellow, which we said we were going to. So there's 24 laps remaining. So technically we only did the 21, but that 5-lap window is where it was going to be. Everybody knew it going into it. But
right, that's the key. Is everybody knew
Yep.
That's when it was coming, and the provisions were what was going to happen during that. You could fuel up.
Yep.
Pull body panels out. No change in tires.
You could mess with air pressure if you wanted.
Yeah, and we had talked that as you slide them, they get warmer, so they go up.
Yep.
5 to 10 pounds sometimes, and if you did have to change a tire, you had to resume at the back because a couple of drivers did do that.
So you got 10 minutes. I set a timer because I had the microphone in my hand and I said, okay, everybody's clear to go. Everybody stop. Everybody's clear. And I hit the timer on my button for a 10-minute timer.
And the driver can rehydrate and get.
Yeah. Also, yes.
Because we have seen before up in Canada, Cody in Victory Lane completely gassed where he'll sit down outside of the car. So that's a 25 lap. Imagine a 45.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you start this 45 lapper. We're calling it a 45 with a halfway break. You have Travis Hagen on the pole. You have Cody Schopp to the outside. You have Steven Pfeiffer, Gabriel DeShaw, Sean Strand, and Chris Tuchscher, I believe, started 6th, right? If I remember right.
Yes.
Yep, he started 6th. So them 6, that's your 6 that qualified in the night before, and we throw the green, and you see the top. You see Pfeiffer and Schopp and Hagen. They slice it up for a couple laps, but then they set their pace. You almost watched it. They got going a speed that they wanted to go that wasn't going to abuse their equipment.
Exactly. Again, a management type scenario. So,
but you're still leading.
But then you have guys like Steven Pfeiffer who wanted to go up and pressure Cody to maybe make Cody use more of his stuff. Travis went up and pressured Steven, showed him a little bit here.
But aren't you, in fact, using your stuff if you're pressuring someone to use their stuff?
Well, if you feel comfortable in your car, you maybe feel like, well, maybe I can go just a little bit more, and I'm not going to use my stuff up, but it's going to make them go a little bit more.
Well, you're teasing each other. I call it the chess game. And what I saw there, I kind of seen everybody kind of challenging each other a little bit. Everybody wanted to know if they were competitive or not.
Yep.
So, and we did see a little jostling. At the same time, I think that as a driver, you have to think that probably a middle number is going to get drawn. I mean, that would probably be a 3, 4, 5, a 2, 3, 4, 5, somewhere in there. So to lead this thing, to lead it as a driver, knowing that there's going to be a draw, is not going to be that important because it's unlikely you're going to draw a 1. I mean, there's 6 numbers, so there's only a 17% chance of that. So that's going to be in my mind. There's no need to bump tires,
right?
Type of deal. So let's keep it on one piece. We don't want to change tires. We're gonna, if somebody got us in the rear, and we're gonna pull the quarter panel off.
It was a pretty straightforward first 21 laps. Would you call it?
Yeah. I thought I seen Cody maybe trying some stuff. Travis kind of making sure he's got his speed. I thought there was moments that Steven was just flat digging in, like it was a 25 lapper, and he squared it off a few times pretty solid. Again, everybody wants to make sure they're competitive. So
the caution comes out for the break. We pull everybody down. They do their work. I'm interviewing drivers and going down there grabbing some interviews with Sean Strand, and
I like that nice touch too. I want to hear that.
Yeah, who was in 4th? Gabe DeShaw and Travis Hagen and Steve Pfeiffer and then Cody Schopp. The fun part was hearing them guys give each other grief. Like that you guys didn't get to pick up on that on the microphone, but it was funny. They're giving each other hell about this, that, whatever.
I let you in, but
yeah, most of them got out of their cars because a 10-minute break. You're going to get out. They all wanted to put eyes on every driver when they got out went first around to their right rear. That's the first thing they looked at.
Do you think that is too much of a focus? If I could fast forward to the end of the race, were there anybody that the tire was just completely gone, or they were too conservative and didn't use up enough?
I don't know. I don't think anybody ever was too conservative. I don't know. I guess
some key takeaways there. Like I say, everybody wanted to see what the right side looked like, specifically the right rear, because they're driving in on it. So, and I don't know what condition it was in. I was far enough away that I wasn't paying attention to that so much. But
most of them looked pretty good after the first 21 laps because I was kind of walking around looking. Most of them, some of them started to have maybe I wouldn't call it blistering, but when you sipe it quite a bit and some of the edges are starting to get loose on the tire.
Like feathering in?
Yeah, like feathering a little bit. But they're also getting kind of, you can see some loose, not chunks out of it yet, but some pieces may be missing. A couple of them had that. I know Kyler Jeffrey had some pretty serious blistering. He had chunks missing out of his tire, and he changed the right rear, and he went tail. I don't know. Aaron Turnbull changed the right front.
Yeah, I don't know if he got in some combat there.
But I think it was losing air, so he had to put a different right front on. I don't know if there was some contact or not.
Yeah.
But he was 6th.
All of the things, making sure you got tire management, making sure the setup, you know how to drive. And there's that one factor of lady luck. And Aaron had none of it all weekend.
Yeah, he had 2 tough days of it for sure. He kept making green arrows out of them, but, boy, it took everything he had to do it. So, Yeah. Again, I thought the format was cool. Again, whether it was popular or not is secondary to the fact that it was going to happen, and that's having a draw. Now, if you're the leader, you're like, well, I got to relinquish my lead. Had it been a 4, it was going to go back to 4. But nonetheless, they are selling the event, and I found it interesting that you had pointed that out last week at the show. So my mind was on that, and I wanted to know what that meant, and I found it to be really quite attractive and interesting.
Funny. So I interview Sean and Gabe and Travis and Steven, and as I go over to Cody and we're sitting there talking about it, he was a chatterbox. He gave up at least a minute and a half of the 10 minutes to talk to me. And you could hear Travis and Steven going, do the right thing, Cody, do the right thing. Pick the right number, because they were playing along with that pretty good. And Cody reaches in the hat, and he sloshes them around, and then he picks one. He doesn't pull it all the way out, and then he sloshes it around, and he picks one. I don't know. And he goes, 2. I was like,
see, to my point, I asked you guys who was in 6th, who could have really benefited from that draw.
Lady Luck.
Not on his side. That would have been drama if the 6 would have got pulled.
Yeah, Aaron being in 6th at the moment and been able to go up on the pin after a
and then to put Cody back there too. That would have been.
Yeah.
But and that's a lot of the stuff. Maybe Cody and Travis and some of these guys did end up with more tire left at the end than they initially planned. But you got to plan that first 20 laps or 21 laps. Worst case scenario, I'm pulling the 6. I need as much tire left to go through these guys.
That's like you said, Craig, at the beginning of the show, that we induced management, at least a new level of it, almost a double feature, and really reflect on our August.
So that's what made that first night almost more important. I mean, that's the night.
You got to burn up more equipment farther back to get up to the game, if you will, the top 6, which was getting.
And then you seen a definite. So we get everybody back in their cars. We pull them out. We roll a couple laps, and you could see a definite. So with Cody and Steven, all they did was switch. Cody was leader at the halfway break. Steven was second. Travis third. So Steven started out front by himself. Cody got choice high or low. Chose low, put Travis up high. And that's where, if you reflect, you'll reflect on the interview with Trav at the end. He went out there and he had one goal. He was rolling the top. From the moment they went out there, he was pretty much rolling the top.
I was surprised Cody took the inside.
I was too.
That surprised me, because if Cody's got anything going on, he's got the middle going on, and to me, the track definitely had a low line, so that left the middle open for him. But nonetheless, as you're reflecting, it gave Travis the expressway too. So up on top. Some of the players that were running good, Tyson, the topside terror, was doing topside terror stuff and making it look good up there too. So again, I thought the track, it didn't get burned by the rubber game at all. And again, Byron's pictures show just 3 wide multiple times. I thought anybody that could go forward had a track to go forward on. How about that?
And just to give you kind of like a lap leader rundown, Cody, in that first half of the race, Cody led 19 of the 21 laps. Steven led 2. In that first segment or the first half of the race. So it was pretty well Cody dominant. And then when you got to the second half, that's when a guy like Travis Hagen, it took him what looks to be, why am I missing it here? So they went green with 24 laps to go. So lap 22 is when they started. 3 laps he was in the lead, and he led 15 straight after that. And then Cody took over and led the rest. Although maybe
traffic was going to be the great decider.
Oh, I didn't want that last caution. That caution with 4 to go, there was a car. There was a car that slowed on the front straightaway, and instead of going to the infield, they had plenty of room to go to the infield because they were kind of by themselves on the track at the time. And they turned at the end of the wall, and they went all the way up by the ground.
If they'd have just tucked it in, would have left them. But they stayed vulnerable.
They stayed vulnerable out there.
Oh.
And they sat there for almost a lap. And I really, because they were dicing in lap traffic. And I'm like, this is an amazing
Cody
race.
came out of 4 that one time and slapped the wall, and the
Sparks you just ground her up a little bit. It was so good. You're right. We talk about the World Outlaw Lates and sprint cars. There's 10 of them that are good. It's the traffic that divides them, and we were having that stage. God, I wish I could have finished like that.
And we had to go yellow because of that car sitting there. I didn't want to. It was everything in my power and being to not throw the yellow. But
yeah, because we had really seen a great display of their management, and they're watching the lap board like we are. I mean, as a driver, you're looking over there, and okay, screw the right rear. It's time to go. It's got air in it. I can feel it.
Back to the track, they gave him
multiple lanes of racing.
When Cody finally did pass Travis, I don't think Cody could be down further in turn 2, and Travis was way up there. I mean, that track was
all of it.
Well, then
all of it.
Yeah, and at one point of the race, Travis was doing the Cody line. He was kind of squaring the corner off. He'd go in and run right through the center and then hit the cushion coming out. And Cody Shope is so good at that. Tom Berry is so good at that. And then you see drivers like Travis. He's almost, in essence, trying to emulate them, trying to – hey, these guys are good at doing that. I need to be good at that,
And Cody, when it was all said and done, didn't get it done in what I would call the Cody line.
No, not the Cody line. He was all the way at the bottom.
Got her down at the bottom, so left himself flexible enough to move.
You've raced for however many years. When you take a racetrack and you're running the bottom tires at one end, and you're going to the cushion at the other end, it takes 2 completely different disciplines to do both.
You're holding your breath around the tires, and then you're like, God, I hope they don't come under me now that I'm way up here.
Well, just the driving styles of different.
A gigantic corner and a little one.
Yeah.
One of the things that Cody was saying in Victory Lane about how twisting the car a certain way to catch this there and then run it up. I mean, it's just a jigsaw puzzle. What he was talking about, he was doing.
Yeah, he was connecting patches of moisture out on the track.
Yeah, that's Rick Auckland talk there. Go anywhere and everywhere, wherever the moisture is at, you just chase it. If there's a spot out in the straightaway, make sure you hit it. So, traction. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so caution with 4 to go.
Yeah, that was a bugger. Missed the lap traffic game, but
Travis Hagen got a pretty good start. He chose the outside. He ripped the top of the track, had a run down the back straightaway, threw a slide job on Cody. Cody able to cross over. They split going into turn 1, as you said. Travis way up high, Cody down low. Trav didn't get as good of a run that he wanted, so he didn't throw a slider, and then they went into 3 and 4. He followed Cody in, and Trav got tight, went above the cushion, and that was game over at that point. That was
Travis, unlike Cash, knew that that was too far away to throw. I mean, we've watched these gladiators up in Estevan. I mean, just even weekly, but to see them all back again, Sean in the mix and all that stuff there, I thought the racing was just awesome.
Phenomenal.
It was just awesome.
3-hour show.
Yeah. And again, just the electricity was in the air, John would describe, and I felt all that, and it was a cool event. I hope the powers that be can do whatever tweaking they have to do to keep it going.
I heard a rumor.
Yeah. Well, you're in the middle of it, so what'd you hear?
That it went so good in the eyes of some of the decision makers there, some of the decision makers, that maybe not only mods, but they might add stock cars to it as well.
Oh boy. Well, I won't miss the first night then.
But kids, we know winning's great, right? But consistency is really what you want.
Yeah.
So as we talk, Cody Shope picks up the $5,000 check at the Prairie Modified Nationals, the inaugural. You can't call it first annual, can you? It's inaugural the first year.
Inaugural.
I think you're right. Yeah.
That does sound pretty right.
The first Prairie Modified Nationals. Travis Hagen second. Gabriel Deshaw with the top 3. He was in it the whole time. He was not. It's not like Travis and Cody put a bunch of distance on him. Everybody was within 10 to 15 car lengths. I mean,
the gladiators are on display.
Stephen Pfeiffer got 4th. Sean Strand 5th. Tyson Turnbull up to 6th. Josh Rogotsky, Aaron Turnbull.
Nice run on Josh there.
Yeah, Josh Rogotsky +5. Aaron Turnbull, he's going to go down as a -1 as he lost one position, went 7th to 8th, but
he passed 30 cars. Yeah. A +12 and a flat tire to the back and back through it again. So
yeah, Marcus Tomlinson 9th, Chris Tuchscher 10th, then Dalton Flory, Brandon Biella, Derek Lissefeld, Les McClenahan, Cole Fichter, the top 15. And
good show, guys. Good show. Yeah.
Overall, I mean, an A+ weekend.
Yeah.
I don't. It has really this last weekend. The 40 lappers last year at Nodak opened my eyes to how some events could work, and I just feel like their presentation that Estevan did, making it a 2-day show, and paying night one, but maybe not the full night one. You know,
good, but not second night great.
Yeah, and then having that bigger purse on night 2, having that pinnacle on night number 2 just makes me want to put the pen to paper, the pencil to paper. Let's make Motor Magic the same total payout, but let's just backload it to night number 3.
Different format, maybe.
Little different format.
I'm with you. There was some creative thinking. We woke up some giants. I mean, we've done some of this kind of stuff before on different levels, but we've not done something for a while. Again, just popular or not, as a fan, I thought it was greatly popular. As a driver, I'm not going to always dig it, but having that little redraw deal, that everybody knew it going in, and they raced accordingly, and that was cool. It was just something I hadn't seen before.
And I just feel like it's. I've done a lot of talking with some drivers here this last week about the event or the last 4 days. I just feel like it's creating something that whole fourth element. You've talked about 3 elements in racing. You have the car, the driver, and the track. Well, you fill in that 4th element with race management. Or racecraft or you extend the laps. You make that laps 45. You make a different element that comes into play. And when you have 1,000 to win show, like Dakota Speedway's got some 1,000 to win shows this weekend. Once again, this goes back to the multiple classes running. They're running, I don't want to say 6 or 7 classes down there.
Bringing in late models.
They don't have this option. Maybe it's 6 classes because they're bringing in late models. They don't really have the time option that maybe some other tracks do. But when you're running 1,000 to win show, I think it has to be a minimum of 30 laps. 1,000 to win, minimum 30 laps.
In reflection, we saw that with these late model World of Outlaws. As the pay increases, so does the laps. So,
and I think when you hit that 2,000 to win, 2 to 5,000 like Estevan had in that range, you got to get up there in the 40 to 50 lap range. Get up there, make these guys earn it. Another thing that it induces is what I talked about with these guys. Having a straight up format or having the fast guys win the heat race, be in the pole dash, and starting up front in the feature, it's going to induce lap traffic.
Yes.
Because the fast cars are starting up front, and they're going to catch the tail of the field that much faster. And we're not calling the tail slow. It's just when you put the fast cars first.
Yeah, it's just the way you qualified.
Yep. The fast cars are first. It's going to – and that's what you see in the World of Outlaw late models, Lucas Oil. They're catching the field within 10 to 15 laps. They're catching the tail of the field.
Well, again, we spend our weekly racing, May, June. We'll use Nodak. We do that invert, and it's painful sometimes. I mean, some drivers aren't there yet to start the race, but they do. They get turned around and stack up, and your favorite driver gets crashed out or whatever. When that's over, when the tour's over, the Travis, we've talked. Let's make the August the September. Well, as you pointed out, now with this Prairie National deal, we got that. We got the Governor's Cup. We got the Cole County Classic. I mean, we're starting to get some key events that are doing that straight up format because, like you say, now you got your. I'm calling them gladiators because that's about what they are. But they're all going to catch up to that traffic in the back, and we're gonna see the same guys racing a different race. I think it's cool.
And the other thing that was brought up is when you put similar speed cars that start next to other similar speed cars. So when you put when you do the qualifying the way they did, and the fast cars start up front, and maybe the slower cars that need to find more speed start middle to back, you have some sprinkles in there. You have an air turn that has to start deep. You have
and
some
that's
sprinkles,
something to watch.
and that's something to watch. But you have less cautions. When you watch a mod tour that has the fast guys up front, the fastest cars, how many times do the mod tour guys go bell to bell?
And less
30 laps,
damage.
25 laps.
You know, we talked about that.
Right.
Very few cars left wrecked.
Very few cars left wrecked, and it's because similar speed cars started with similar speed cars, so there wasn't that speed variation.
You're not coming up on them so quick or whatever. Yes.
Maybe those race car drivers are the best actors in the world, but when you were doing your interviews at the lineup, what a bunch, like you talked about, the back and forth, the jovial attitude in the middle of battle.
There's so much respect between them guys down there, especially the amount of talent that was sitting in the top 10 or whatever. There was so much respect. They were giving each other grief as best buddies.
Yeah.
Knowing when they put on their helmet, I'm going to get every one of these guys' best effort, but they're going to do it with respect.
Not going out there with viciousness.
Right.
Going out there with I'm gonna be the best I can be.
Yep.
There was no bumper putting on anybody.
No.
There was no door in anybody.
There was
all
a whole bunch of leaning. And leaning is everybody's happy with leaning.
Well,
I mean,
we know that we're going to, as long as we're going the same direction at the same angle.
Yep.
But no intentional winging it to the rights when there's somebody out there. That has happened.
They know that they're going to get the other person's 1,000% effort with it being under control or
without the nonsense.
Without the nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just. Yeah, and then talking to one another, somebody looking at somebody else's tire. Oh, you should maybe do this, or you should maybe do that, or whatever.
Just you better let up.
Yeah,
Cody, you better let up. Exactly.
Slow these guys down, or whatever.
Again, kind of standing back, looking at the whole summer. Again, we have our weekly racing, and that all makes sense. And there's people that concentrate on weekly racing. I myself have become more of that, just where I'm at in life. But at the same time, these specials now are starting to get in place. Like I say, with this, the Governor's Cup, and even Estevan now doing a year-end deal, doing Dirt Wars the weekend before Motor Magic. I think it's awesome. It's awesome. So, and that'll be the
Cole County Classic. I was doing my schedule for August. I'm like,
yeah,
that's the first thing I typed in. When's the Cole County Classic?
7th and 8th. Yes. So, right, and like I say, Dirt Wars now, which used to be this weekend, is now going to become their what I'm calling Motor Magic. And you get a different kind of presentation in racing. And there's something for everybody if everything there isn't for everybody. So, we've reflected on the cost of racing and stuff like that. So focused on a weekly racing program, you have those guys. And then at the same time, maybe they don't want to, they got spring work or whatever. They're not going to get so ready for that, but they'll be ready for the 4th of July and later. Maybe traveling around a little bit or something like that, and also taking advantage of the format. It matters when you're paying the bills and racing the car. It looks different because it is a little bit different. To the fan, it's still the same players, but they're being challenged differently with lineups. I like it.
Yep.
There's something there for everybody. Yes. If you want to chase this one half of it, I want to chase it all, but. Yeah, it's there. Nice kickoff to the second half.
Just infuses so much energy into racing when you come back from a weekend like that.
It's invigorating. Kind of gets you going again. I mean, you were touching on that.
I'm kind of disappointed.
Gets you thinking.
This weekend, I could go to Mandan. I could go to Dakota Speedway. There's nothing wrong with that. But Brock isn't racing. You're not racing. Yeah. I'm going to kind of go down there. Travis Hagen's going to the lake. There's just some – my wife and
– weekend.
My wife and Peyton are going to the lake. It's, it's going to be just Max and I. I don't know what we're going to do. And sometimes we don't get along. So.
What's the status?
No.
What's the status of Nodak? Do we have the track back together? What's going on there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have not had the opportunity
You
to
checked
drive
in with
by.
me. I hadn't drove by myself. I've been on the other end of town this week, so.
They were checking with me to make sure we had a transponder loop, and there's a couple of them over there, so I'm guessing they're ready for that at any point in time.
But they're still here.
Yeah.
And that's what goes at the flag stand?
Yep. Yeah, normally dirt went in on Wednesday or Thursday.
I see. So, yeah, today's the day then.
And they had a work night last night. It was my wife and I's anniversary last
Happy
night.
anniversary.
So we went out to eat. I didn't get to go down and help out, just kind of the way it worked or whatever, knowing that I had a Dirt Weekly tonight, out to eat last night.
Those summer weddings.
Yep.
Got one in my house in 2 weeks. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it's they got to be getting close to dirt back in. I think there's a practice on Sunday, is there not?
Oh, God, I'm not sure.
I have to look at the old schedule again.
I was under the assumption we're racing on Sunday, and we're not.
We are not.
Ooh.
Sunday's at the McLean County Speedway.
Oh, okay.
Championship at McLean.
That,
Yeah.
I'm all right then.
And
you're gonna be the race director that night.
I don't have a good dad voice, you know.
You're damn.
well, you're a boss. You have a good dad voice.
I'm
Quit wearing out your tires.
Actually, what we're gonna
Make it obvious.
That was pretty good.
yeah.
Make it obvious.
That was pretty good. Eric Daly checking in.
Oh, hi, Eric.
Look at that.
Yeah, Eric
Haven't
raced
seen
with
Eric
us there.
for a while. Mark Pearson checking in.
Oh.
Terry Davidson says, "Hell yeah, Jordan, bring on the 4 barrels."
See, I think it'd be better and take off some RPM. Just keep these things alive. They haven't been bad this year, but boy, they can be. It's a lot of RPM.
Yeah,
For sure. Good deal. Yeah. I don't know if you're on upcoming schedules yet, but McLean County Sunday. That's what I'm doing this weekend, and our 6 o'clock starting time is going to be 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock Sunday.
7 o'clock Sunday.
Geez, I wonder who pushed for that.
We moved it back an hour.
Well, I heard he was pushing for 8, but the race director said no.
Yeah, boy, yeah, I want to race at 9, but I have crickets next to me then, just like going to a late movie, 9 to midnight. But that's a whole different time for a whole different deal. But any rate, again, the heat and the track crews and all that stuff there. If you've ever been involved with the track crew, it's frustrating to bury yourself in the hours that it demands. Just to have that big bright yellow ball in the sky burn you up. So that will do that. I still think we'll be done by 10. We'll be home by 11, and it'll be good. It's championship night. We have some close racing going on there. Yeah. So
Yeah, we'll.
that'll be our point season at Underwood, followed by the following weekend of the Cole County Classic, which is becoming a favorite, and modifieds will be there and stuff like that.
We can do Fear the Rear making moves. Mine's the Estevan Motor Speedway with the event that they came up with and put on.
Got to be.
Yeah, that's mine too. Good on them. I mean,
Outside the box thinking is what I like. I'm
Yeah.
all about it. I love it, and I will get on board with any outside of the box thinking.
excitement is so important.
You
Excitement.
gonna go to the
Here we
races,
go.
gonna watch some heat races, and then they're gonna have an intermission, and then we're gonna have some features.
Yeah, it's the dog days, dude. This was refreshing. Good deal.
Throwing something different at it, bringing them guys down front, having a 10-minute break, having the fans. It's such a unique thing having the crowd right there with the drivers, and the crowd is able to not only – I guarantee you they heard some of the banter back and forth between the drivers, and it just –
Another track with the grandstand right up against the fence.
Yeah,
They got 2 lanes in between there.
the whole line of people that was up against the fence, the drivers are talking to the crowd. I mean, it just – Eric Daly says it perfect. You can advertise a 40-lap feature. Crowds want bigger shows. So you're
second half of summer. Let's do it. Let's get out of the monotony. So, yeah, Appreciate that, Eric.
Nodak brought out the 40 lappers, the 4,000 to win All-Stars of August last year, month of money.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of broke the mold
Stuck their neck out, and we can do this different. Yeah. That worked well.
Jumped on board. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Well, Jordan always says it, competition never rests. A racetrack is no different than any other form of entertainment. You got to keep pushing it, got to reinvent yourself, do new things to get the consumers to fill the stands.
Yeah, great parallel. Mm-hmm.
It just
We're selling competition, so be competitive.
It comes down to this: a weekly race show going on a Sunday night to Nodak, a Saturday night to Estevan. You're going to watch the same thing week after week after week. Maybe some feature races are won by different drivers. Maybe there's some different wreck in a different corner. I get it, but you're going with does anybody want to go watch the same damn movie week after week after week? I'm just just throwing it out there.
And that's the meat of the conversation. I mean, that's exactly what we mean by these straight up start weekends and these double headers and the more pay and the more laps. I mean, we're getting out of that weekly racing mode, which you're describing quite well.
Because I mean, nothing against Underwood. This Sunday, from a race fan's point of view, this Sunday is no different than 2 Sundays ago or whatever.
Very true.
Last Sunday.
I think it's something we will probably look at. We've had seasons when we were done by the 4th of July. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what are you doing? What are we doing to entice a race fan to come when it's the same thing they seen 2 weeks ago?
Especially when you get this injection of the Prairie Nationals, because now it can be different. So the Cole County Classic's going to live up to that hype, but we got to get our championship in.
I'm going to talk to Marcus and them guys. I know you guys probably already have a purse set. Dave Llewellyn, depends on which movie. I don't really want to know what movies you're watching, Dave. I mean,
come on, Toboggan.
Are they the rated TVMA?
I got us in trouble one time. Old poker player over there. He knows.
But also like some of these double headers, like Cole County Classic. Do you guys crown the Cole County Classic champions?
We do. Mm-hmm.
And is it a 2-night average?
Mm-hmm.
What if you went back to regular pay on night 1 and you
set the stage? You
qualified top 6 out of each. They were locked into night 2. You did some sort of top 6 redraw, and you took that money you were going to spend on night 1 pay that you kind of cut off because you're just going to do normal weekly pay, and you added that into night 2. And then you called night 2. Whoever won on night 2 is the Cole County champion.
Yeah, where it's not even, where there's more weight on one finish than the other.
Creates that, what he was talking about, that bigger show event. Then you come back on night 2. Ben Seidler was always good at kind of thinking outside the box on some of this stuff. I think one of the original Cole Counties, he did 14-car heat races, and he called them qualifiers or whatever, and said instead of doing, there was 24 cars there, instead of doing 3 heat races of 8 or whatever, we're going to do 2 of 12, and we're going to call it a qualifier, and we're going to run 10 laps instead of 8 laps, or
give me some time to move around.
Because although the second night is the big show, the first night you're not going to blow it off because you know how important it is for track position.
Right.
Because if you blow number 1 off and just show up night 2, the likelihood of
it's a long ladder. Mm-hmm. Well, and there's so many things to balance out on that, but I'm just excited that you're getting all buzzed up here because I like that. But nonetheless, you still got to balance things on making sure it's attractive to everybody. So you got to have enough, money there both nights for everybody. Also, the dang weather card. You want to make sure we watch the Stampede. That thing gets moved around or whatever. So, because that's kind of that format. But nonetheless, you try to make it fit in the time of the year that you're doing it too. So
it was just a thought. It's just something to have that pinnacle,
it's great thoughts.
That pinnacle on night number 2, that reason that everybody, if like Cole County, do you guys run the normal 5 classes, right? Or what?
I believe so.
The non-wings, the hobbies. The sport mods, stock cars. Do you guys bring in mods?
We do.
Legends and mods, so are we at 7?
Yeah, I'm not sure. You'll have to look it up on your phone.
You can condense, night 1, you can run a few more heat races. You can run your 8 to 10 car heat races. But night 2, you come back with maybe only a 1 qualifier that has 12 to 14 cars in it, and that sets your lineup from 7th on back. You can condense your night 2 show and spend a little bit more time on the features. That's all I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Because we're all there. Let's be real. What are we all there for? The hardware, the trophy, the winners at the end of feature races. I'm not there to watch 17 heat races.
Again, great dialogue. It took this event to get us sparked again.
To get you
we kind of fallen asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our scheduling meeting this fall is going to be exciting because we're excited right now.
It's
Byron
just
and Aaron are excited. Travis is excited. Everybody's excited. I like it.
And another thing is maybe that scheduling meeting, get a group of drivers together and bring them in there.
What are you looking for?
Yeah.
What attracts you to the race?
Grab a couple hobby stock drivers, a couple sport mod drivers.
Minimum pay, middle pay, top pay only?
And let's bring them into the same room because not only is it
We're assuming a lot of stuff.
We're assuming. I haven't been a full-time racer since 2015.
What was the payout? We know $5,000 went to Cody. How did it trickle back?
4,000.
I think
4,000
still 1,000 for 5th, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was still 1,000 for 5th.
Yeah. And then it was 800 out the back, and I think it was still 950 for 10th.
I don't have it in front of me.
It was something like that. It was decent.
But it wasn't all given for the guy at the top.
It wasn't what John calls 5,000 to win and a quarter oil for second.
Right.
That was his exact term. No, I paid very well, 800 to start. And with that said, there was 23 cars there and 24 spots paid. Jordan, get your mod done. Get your mod done. So
what also that does is if it is 5,000 to win and a quarter oil for second, then you're going to see more Doran.
Well,
more. I love you, Cody, but you're
getting bounced.
It was 1,000 for 10th.
For 10th, okay. What was it for 5th?
2,000.
2,000. Okay, yeah. I'm thinking it was like 950 for something 11th then.
It was 900 for 11th, 950 or 850 for 8th.
So Sean got paid handsomely for
800 on back.
Trip from Bismarck.
He did. Yeah, good on Sean again there for making that trip. So I see he was fueling up in Carpio when we were coming home there. So
yeah, he passed. He was alongside the road. We slowed down for him to see if he had any problems. Jenny and I did. And he says, nope, just using the restroom. So then Jenny and I continued on. We passed you. Didn't Sean pass you as well?
Yes. Yeah,
so
you
then
went by
Sean
first.
Passed me.
Before Minot?
Before Carpio.
Yeah.
Actually,
okay,
I
right.
think he ended up passing us before Donnybrook. And then I seen him in Carpio as we went by. He just pulled into Carpio as we went by.
Getting fuel. Because Tina said, he's still got 2 hours. I said, well, 2.5 from here. We're not home yet. Right. Sean got 2,000 for 5th. Yeah. That was nice to see him there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty cool deal. Yeah, it brings up all kinds of stuff. I guess drivers can chime in. This is where drivers.
Yeah.
Do you want the same pay both nights, or do you want it backloaded? It's the same total money will be paid out, but it'll just be paid less on night 1 and more on night 2.
So technically, they could have had $10,000 paid out to the leader, who got first, and then really cut her back.
Yeah,
they could have.
There's plenty of shows like that. The room discussion is that you're not going to get the middle of the pack guys. In other words, 10,000 to win and say 100 to start. Jordan's not getting a modified ready. You know what I'm. But 5,000 to win and 800 to start. I'm mad I didn't get a modified started. You know what I mean? I mean that's just putting a face and a car on the question. So
because
there's a balance there.
A weekly show at Nodak pays $700 to win.
A Dakota Classic Modified win pays
$2,000 to win.
It was a 2.5 time payoff of a Dakota Classic. Yeah. So I mean, the effort of their ability to get together and come up with this presentation is phenomenal. I good on those guys. I mean, it wasn't attended to the numbers that everybody wanted, but it may in time. It might just be a thing that has to get started and believed in and attended.
And I think that leads me into my making the move. I want to give it to my hard luck guy, Aaron Turnbull, and his family. I mean, think about what Aaron Turnbull had going on that weekend, driving the slingshots, but his wife's involved. It's a lot like you. I see her immediately in victory lane, throwing stuff on the cars, getting the trophies ready, and he's part of all this planning as well.
Yep.
He's in the middle of it.
And trying to keep
sanity.
Trying to keep his racing personal interest at heart, for the good of the whole track. I'm impressed with that family, and it all goes back to Ed, his legacy, so.
And hopefully I do my part. My goal is same with Marcus and Underwood. Hopefully I do a good enough job when they ask me to be race director that Marcus in Underwood is allowed to race. When the stock cars or the mods are there. I want to do a good enough job that Marcus feels comfortable enough.
He can shut off the promoter for 2 events and go out and race. Events.
And the same thing for Aaron. Hopefully they feel comfortable enough up there with me running the show with Dave Mack. Such a good group of people that they have up there. Dave Mack.
Wonderful.
Tim Pippis.
Decades
the other Dave
of
up in the flag stand. Dave, the tech guys, the track crew, Dave Vetch. Hopefully Aaron feels comfortable enough to put that hat away for the race program and just concentrate on his race car. And then,
Marcus probably did feel that way, but if he's watching, he heard you offer me the race director role. So now he's like, well,
listen to the whole thing. You got to get it all. Get the content. Great point, Craig. I like it because as much as I appreciate Aaron on his promotional side, I want to see him race. I mean, his record is awesome, and he's still of the right age to be the best. And like you say, if he can just relax for a moment there and let you take the reins, that's cool. I get to see him race, and
I say that even though he's on Team Jorn.
Yeah. We need to touch on the fantasy here. I know we did, but we gotta our fantasy picks. Did you print it all up? You're gonna try to jump her over. Yeah.
Well, a sec here. Yeah, I'll have it over here in a second. It'll come up here. Just wait. I got to get on the right page.
You're going to blink us out here. We're going to go offline.
We're good. Prairie Modified Nationals.
He's running this computer at 7,400
RPMs. We are up and going. You're going to have it on this screen pistons over here, though.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she was close.
What are the numbers? Yeah. So let's go through it. Craig, you start your drivers. We each pick 2 mod drivers, and the feature finish of the 45-lapper was our combined total. So,
well, my number 1 pick was Estevan, and didn't get a win up at the Prairie Modified event, but consistent.
Led laps.
Running right with Travis, running right with Cody, and was a player the whole time. And Gabriel was my second pick, and I've been seeing him coming ever since he unloaded that stock car at McLean County.
I feel like you maybe had some inside info on the whole new car coming out. Did you play us? Was the propaganda machine, or what is?
Well, I do rub elbows with Tom, his grandfather, quite often.
It's such a good poker face.
Collusion.
He doesn't even smile. Look at
the
that.
Collusion.
Right.
Central headquarters over at Marketplace on 20th
MP
Avenue.
Foods.
Yeah.
If I could take you to the second night Mandan. And
we're going to put that away for a second.
The lineup is there. The night Steven's on the point. And I'm walking up front to see the driver intros. And Bo and Gabe are sitting in the stands at Dakota Speedway. And they're not in the lineup. They're in the stands. And Gabriel's frustrated because he wants to be a part of it. And you could just see the drive and the passion and the energy. And
And then the next week they came in and got donuts at Marketplace Foods, and the collusion started, and the we're bringing out a different car, and I can just hear it now.
Don't tell Jordan or Brandon.
Yeah, don't tell them.
That part.
Don't let them know.
It's our secret.
Don't worry. If you make the price of eggs $7 a dozen and milk $14 a gallon, you'll be able to help us get this new car ready.
I did
And
get
all
a Gabriel Deshaw.
price hikes.
Jordan gets 4 gallons a week. Yeah.
Price hike on everything dairy section.
Oh, boy. Oh, man, for fun.
Collusion.
Yeah. So Craig puts us to bed with the 3rd and 4th. For a total of 7.
Yeah.
Low point guy gets her done.
I do feel good, though, because having the first overall pick is a lot of pressure.
Well,
Because
yeah.
you got to make the right choice.
and you did fine.
You don't want to bomb. You don't want to bomb it out.
And I feel like Cody Schopp, in the moment, was the correct choice, and he still was the correct choice.
Cody was the correct choice. He's just been dominant all year. He did get a second once. To reflect on Cody, I'd like to have seen him be able to play out that mod tour night.
Right.
He had a broken motor.
Yep.
So, but other than that, Cody Land is alive and well.
I feel like Dalton Flory was a good choice for my second driver. I mean,
yeah. Craig referenced, what did I say there? There was 4 of them in 5th with 2 laps to go. Dalton
was
being one
one
of
of
them. Yep. Marcus was in there. Dalton was in there. I mean, there was 4 of them in 5th place.
I mean, that could have ended several different ways. If he would have held on for 5th, and all of a sudden I'm tied with you. I mean, there could have been,
able to catch
so
up.
I feel like I had 2 solid choices. I feel like we all did.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Really, to look at it there, I almost thought we had some insight there or something. I know I didn't. I don't think you did. But
the problem is the guy that I get my insight from was on your team, 14T.
Oh,
So-
yeah. I had to block move you there. Too many lunches. Right. Again, to reflect, it was a 45-lap race, and I think the 3 of us are kind of trying to lean towards guys that we thought would stay out of trouble, could make the long run and stuff like that, and I think our choices were accordingly. So there was still what I would call a good half a dozen in there. Thought Isaac might jump in there and grab something. To me, Marcus shouldn't have been left out of that deal, but like I say, we each got 2, and that's what we got. So
Marcus is another one that had a great weekend up there, but it didn't show quite right.
Yeah, it
because
showed
of-
in 9th at the end, but he was all of 5th there with 2 laps to go. I was squinting. I'm like, you guys can't all fit in 1 and 2. Well, nobody broke. So on that restart deal there, wow, that got busy. So no, good on those guys. And it's just harmless play that we do with this fantasy deal. It's not personal.
Just having
Love you all, of course.
People get such a kick out of it, and they want more, and they want more. So we just try to give them.
We got more. We got the 30th yet.
Is that a standalone? Or are you still trying to pick up?
Whatever happens.
Man.
Carson Macedo.
See, Donnie's changing teams.
Is he?
Or something like that, I think, is how I understood it.
I didn't know. We can.
He was doing well.
Well, something's changing there. So I hope it's for the better.
I don't know. Upcoming schedule: Texas Red Corn update.
Corn.
Shoulder high by the
Well,
20th, 30th of July.
July. I have, what do I have? I'm going to say I have about 25 of them higher than the 6-foot fence. And that's the front row. And Mindy assures me that the front row gets the most sun. And again, the sun angle almost shows because the back row is waist high. Tasselin, looking good. We're going to have corn. I'm going to say of my crop, I'm going to have about half of it that's going to be pretty good corn cob. That's what it's looking like. I got to get some more water on it, though.
So,
well, that's interesting because I think it was in the Minot Daily, there was an interview with some corn farmers. This drought is really affecting those that can't start the Dirt Weekly with the water on and come home and turn it off.
It affects everything in life.
Yeah.
This Dirt Weekly thing. Time zones, corn growing. We got our influences. So corn's looking decent. Pumpkins are looking real good. We're gonna have some cantaloupe here pretty soon. We picked a watermelon. It wasn't quite done yet. Wasn't quite ripe yet, but there'll be a few of them rolling around too. So
This heat should be getting them watermelons really going.
well, you don't think you're planting them too close together because you're like, man, it's from here to that desk away. Well, it's nothing but watermelons and cantaloupe. That's the grass line in the garden there, and some pumpkins growing there too. But yeah, I'm trying to give.
Do you guys plant any zucchinis?
Yes. Pick some zucchinis too. You need some?
I love zucchini.
Oh, that's what I had for supper, zucchini bread.
I've never had zucchini bread. But
Tina, Brandon, and Jenny, zucchini. She gets mad when I planted 3 of them. She goes, one's enough. But we
how
had,
many do you get per plant?
I don't know. A lot. A dozen.
Whoever thought of putting that in bread?
Yeah.
That just sounds weird.
Yeah. Oh, it tastes good.
Yeah. When you're eating the bread, you're like, oh, that's zucchini?
Yeah.
Really?
You think it's banana bread, but it's zucchini. So, yeah.
Huh.
You're on
Might
the
have
list.
to try some of that.
I didn't bring the Cougans. The second place next time. All right.
Second place dough?
Yes.
Oh, you're so kind.
You're gonna love that.
I'm losing my compassion for your loss. Oh, shoot. Good times there. Like you say, that third and fourth got her done. First and what you have? You had a first and a 11th. Yeah, and I had a second and an eighth. So, well, yeah. I don't know if I dare play the lottery, but things are looking pretty good as a whole.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the only race this weekend is Underwood.
Well, we got the Dakota
Governor's
Speedway
Cup.
as Governor's Cup.
Oh,
There'll be good racing there
good
for
point.
sure.
Good point.
My racing presentation isn't strong enough to go down and drive around in the back down there.
You might have a Brandon appearance down there at some point in time. As I said, Jenny and Peyton going to the lake this weekend. I don't know what to do at the lake.
No. I go and then I come back home. I'm like,
Yeah.
So what would you be driving?
I'm not driving. I might just go down there.
Spectate?
Might just randomly
This will
show
be the
up.
first
I've been with-
Oktoberfest you haven't raced
This
in.
is an Oktoberfest.
Yeah, it's the Governor's Cup.
Gov Cup.
Gotcha.
If they had IMCA hobbies, I'd definitely be there in an 8-car.
Mm.
Wink, wink, nod, nod to any Dakota Speedway people.
They heard you.
And
They
so
heard
would
ya.
about 30 other IMCA hobbies. I'm just saying. I bet on a weekend like this, if they ran IMCA hobbies down there, they'd have every one of them from maybe not Williston area, but they'd get a handful of Estevan.
Yeah, there'd be
plenty. There'd be plenty down there.
There'd be plenty. Yeah, there would be.
But
not this
yeah,
year.
so I just seen some stuff. There's some sponsors putting up some extra money. $1,000 to win each night for the modifieds. $1,000 to win each night for the stock cars.
Saw that.
$1,000 to win each night for the legends.
$1,000 for the Legends.
So it's businesses putting up extra money.
They get 48 for normal pay.
Wissota late models. I believe NLRA Wissota late models
That's what I understand too.
will be down
That'd
there.
be a good show.
Who do I know from there?
NLRA.
Yeah.
Brad Sang, Cole Schill, maybe a Tyler Peterson sighting, TPO. Who else would it be?
Kind of lost contact with them.
So have I. I'm sure there's a Mickelson or a Michelson from
That's 71 out of
Ryan.
Grand Forks.
Strand.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
good.
Yeah, Dustin.
Yeah. And you're probably going to get some Jeremiah Ledoux, maybe a Dylan Price,
Yeah,
maybe a Mikey Hardigan.
yeah, yeah. I would think.
I don't know. I think maybe the Eisenschenk girls are going east this weekend, I think.
They
Not
got
100%
they got
sure.
the right cars. You never know. So
Yeah, you might have an Eisenschenk sighting. I don't know what the Eisenschenk's plan are.
That would be a good marketing edge if they could find that out if they're coming.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, good
Yep.
point.
Yep. So, yeah, it's 2 nights down there, Friday, Saturday, 7 p.m. both nights, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I understand. Regular starting time both days.
You're going to have full shows each night. I bet it's going to go 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
I mean,
They run an efficient show for sure, but there's a lot of cars.
There's going to be a bunch of cars there.
150 plus cars there, so yeah, probably 180. There'll be half that'll be legends.
Then when everybody's wore out after Saturday night, we're going to do it all over again at the Sunday at Underwood.
Yeah. Some plan to stop on their way back and stuff like that. So again, championship night in Underwood. 2026 going by quick.
Yeah. At the end of, this weekend is August.
You're going to need an antidepressant
Why?
going into November. Well, you've had such highs.
No, I'm not. I'm going on a cruise.
Well, that'll work.
And then it's Christmas.
Then it's Thanksgiving.
You thought the Tougher Than Dirt tour, you were loving that. Then the mod tour, you just had all these nice little bumps. You're high on racing.
It is a real problem.
Yeah. Sneaking that day job in there.
That's busier than it should be. No, it's not. It should be this busy, but we are, the day job is busy.
Harder, longer.
What are you going to do with the
Harder,
cruise? Are
longer.
you going to try and get up into the captain headquarters and like, you going to turn this thing left or what?
No.
Straight line action ain't working for me.
We're trying to get Jordan to come on the cruise.
Bank this thing.
And maybe we get you to come on the cruise and we could do some Dirt Weeklies live from the cruise deck.
From the Bahamas?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
But I might just have to settle for Aaron Turnbull and Travis Hagen.
Yeah.
So it sounds like Turnbulls might be coming
fun
with.
group, but we can't do everything, and we got to do another thing. So yeah.
But definitely the wireless mics are coming. I'm going to bring the ones that attach to the phone that the Darn TV girls.
Man.
We might do some impromptu.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call them the Dirt Weeklies.
Golly.
They might be the
We're not out yet, but
cruise ship weekly
We
or
ain't booked
something.
nothing.
You might get some weirdness out of us.
Dirt Weekly on the water. Water Weekly.
Do we got Wi-Fi? Can we broadcast?
Well, it might have to be a record situation and then post when I get back to a place on the boat where I do have internet. But, I mean, we're a long ways out from that. We have a lot to discuss. But
Seeding with a D. Like corn, seeding. Yeah.
A Dirt Weekly live from the cornfield during harvest.
we could. We always talk
spray
about
for mosquitoes.
Yeah, how's your backyard for mosquitoes?
No. Alive and well.
Yeah,
So we
so
can fog them. We'll think of something. We might have to do that. Corn looks pretty cool with the tall ones.
I'm all for it, but as soon as mosquitoes start landing on me,
Yeah.
we're done.
Actually,
that
I was
might
just
be-
chasing one around here right
Yeah,
here.
I tried to get it right here.
Oh.
It's been in here for a while. You can
Oh,
tell
okay.
it's flying really slow.
Well, he ain't loaded up on me yet then. Grounded thunk.
Okay, Texas Red upcoming schedule. Yeah, next Wednesday we'll try to meet again before the
Cole County.
Cole County. So,
Yeah. Get
Getting
excited
into-
for that. That will be exciting.
yeah, a week from this weekend is Cole County. The Nodak's back with their first big
On
special.
August 9th, be
On
the
August
Sunday
9th.
after. So
So we got some big weekends
Is
coming
that a
up.
normal gap like that? Aren't they usually racing the Sunday after? Or is,
Normally, this Sunday would be a race Sunday. This is the first time that this Sunday hasn't been a race Sunday since, I don't remember when.
well, to reflect, as you say, this year was the earliest the fair can be.
Yep.
Next year will be the latest the fair can be. Because it's always the last two Saturdays in July.
So there's an
And
extra
next year, the
weekend.
31st is a Saturday.
There's an extra weekend that is being played around with, and basically by moving the Cole County, everything kind of got pushed back to try to fit in this Prairie Mod Nationals. When we sat in that meeting,
Yeah.
Governor's Cup pushed a weekend, Cole County pushed a weekend, and then that filled a hole, or that was a hole there, and then Estevan jumped on it.
Kind of been their Dirt Wars thing before,
Yep.
so.
Yeah. So it's just kind of the extra weekend. They decided let's take the extra time to get the track put in and get everything right.
I don't think that's all wrong. Again, August for Nodak this year has just been a different deal. They got that Good Sam RB deal coming in.
The camper convention.
So they got the 9th and the 16th, and then the 30th got refired
Yep.
up for the for the rain date for the World Outlaws. But so Motor Magic will be seemingly late this year in September because
Right.
whenever Memorial or Labor Day Monday is, it's 3 days before that. So
Yep.
which is in September. Last year I think it was 30, 31st, and 1st. So fair's early, Motor Magic's late, vice versa. So
Memorial Day was super early. Labor Day is super late.
late, yeah. So
It's just
I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
That works.
4th of July.
hopefully we'll have a nice fall.
You've heard me talk about it. When's the next year? Next time we're going to see this calendar year. When's the next time?
6 years.
Nope. 2037.
Oof.
We got an 11-year gap.
11, huh?
It goes 6, 5, 6, 11. We're in the 11 range.
Ah.
Here we are talking about calendar now. Last week was the time.
When we're on episode
6, 5, and 11.
912 of the Dirt Weekly in 2037, you'll remember I said this.
Remember back in the 20s?
Speaking of that, I was in Tough Trucks this morning, had to pick up some stickers for Tim Goodwin over in Williston from DD North, and visiting with Adam and Cole a little bit, and good old Harper, Adam's daughter Harper. Yeah, back when in the 1900s. And I'm just like, oh, man, girl. Yeah.
Oh, Harps. Yeah, yeah. She's making you feel not young.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the 1900s. I
Yeah.
graduated. Craig and I graduated.
Not me.
In the
2000.
80s. In the 80s. 1980s.
I wouldn't trade it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the curtain says it's getting dark out, so I saw Smallsy. We lost 20 minutes of daylight during the fair.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Didn't even recognize it. But we lost 20 minutes of daylight during the 9 days of the fair. 2 minutes and 18 seconds.
There was this kettle corn guy, not the current kettle corn people, but over by the Fur Trader Rendezvous. He was very rustic. And my son used to help bag the kettle corn. And he was a real cowboy. And he'd talk about that during the fair. At the start of the fair, the sun would set right at these times. He would judge it on the side of the All Seasons Arena.
He could tell it.
It was just so the 20 minutes does not surprise me. He talked about it all the time. 9 days.
Yeah, the little things. Yeah, 20 minutes during the fair, we lost 20 minutes of daylight. Wow, it's just getting worse.
We're not going
Till
down
Christmas.
We're not going down the time change rabbit hole. Well,
Yeah. Alrighty, kids.
sure appreciate everybody tuning in. Kind of a light crowd tonight. I looked at the viewership, but they'll pick it up later.
Yeah, in the morning. Water your garden. It's hot out.
We were supposed to get rain tonight.
Yeah.
The clouds were huge when I left work. They were off to the west and the north, and they were huge. And I don't know. I didn't look at the radar or nothing if they were coming this way, but there was a big black cloud.
6 o'clock news said Turtle Lake got 410s. At 5 o'clock tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's at 3,800 to be exact. But, yeah.
So Isaac's
Turtle
a
Lake.
happy man.
I would think. Yeah.
Wow.
He'll be texting us tomorrow. You're right, I am.
Okay. Well,
Alrighty.
thanks for tuning in. For Jorn,
See you at the races.
Craig, I'm Brandon. Dirt Weekly out.
Music. Woo! Hitting on all 8.